Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again. If you're new to my channel, my name is Janice and I'm with Craftastic DIYs. Today what I have in store for you is some really great DIYs, all from the Dollar Tree and a few items from Dollar General. This first craft that I'm doing right now, I took 3 mason jars from Dollar General. I'm going to be cutting out some cardstock that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. Right now I just traced it to make it fit on one of the mason jars. So I'm applying it right now, and then once it's fitted correctly, I'm going to be applying the Mod Podge to it. So now I'm applying the Mod Podge to the mason jar. These little mason jars are very cute. I got these, I believe, last year at Dollar General. I haven't seen any this year, but I had used them prior, so I'm just reusing them again because I thought they were really cute for this project. So now I'm placing the cardstock on the mason jar. So now I'm taking some of the flowers and greenery that I purchased from Dollar Tree, and I'm bunching them together, trying to form a really pretty bouquet sort of thing. So this way I can place it behind the mason jar. And I'm using one of these little plastic tie thingies. So once I have my little bunch of flowers figured out, I'm going to now take the hot glue gun and I'm going to glue the back of it. I'm taking some of this burlap to apply it behind it just to make sure it kind of holds a little bit better for a little more support. So here's a sneak peek what it looks like. It's very cute. I love that pattern cardstock. So I attempted to play with this raffia, and to be honest with you, me and the raffia was not getting along. I end up with just one little strand and wrapped it around the mason jar. And now I'm taking this yellow ribbon that I purchased from Dollar Tree and I'm making a tiny little bow. And then I will hot glue it to the top of where the little piece of raffia is. So now I'm taking the other 2 mason jars. They were previously painted black and white with chalk paint. I created 2 little bows and I'm placing them on each of the mason jars. I pulled out some of these really cute stickers that I purchased from Dollar Tree, but you will see that I ended up not using it. So right now I have this little piece of wood that was like one of the children's dominoes from the toy department, and I just used my black Sharpie marker and just wrote in flowers 25 cents. Now here's where I'm using the stickers that I thought would be a great idea, but you will see in the end that I don't end up using it. So now I'm going to take some hot glue and start applying each of the mason jar. I'm tucking the 2 other mason jars behind the original main mason jar to create one basic flow of the 3 of them together. So here are 2 wood pieces that I purchased from Hobby Lobby that I originally was going to use, so I end up using it. So now I'm taking some hot glue and I'm going to place them on each of the mason jars. And here is the finished product. So this is going to be a quick DIY. I got this from Dollar Tree. It had some wording on it and I just took a razor and scraped it off. I used my Cricut and I cut out some vinyl with some wording on it and I'm going to apply it to the glass. This is something really simple you could put in your kitchen. If you don't have a Cricut, you can use Dollar Tree has all types of stickers and letters. So now I'm taking the transfer tape off and it says coffee before talkie. That's definitely me in the morning. I gotta have my coffee first. But this is something quick and easy you can make and just, put it anywhere in your kitchen. And this is the result of it. I had to put it on a darker backing because the white on the back of my wall is white. It wouldn't show. So here's another quick idea. I took one of these round wood that I purchased from Dollar Tree and I painted it white chalk paint. And I used my Cricut as well. And I cut out a farm type print. It's got a little chicken on it. So now I'm taking the transfer tape off, scraping it, and going to apply it on the wood round. And here's a quick look at what it looks like right now. So now I'm taking some apple barrel black paint and I'm going to put a little distressing around the edges and the top of it just to make it look rustic. If you do replicate this project, you don't have to put like black paint all over it. You can basically just leave it the way it is because it is cute the way it is, but I like it more rustic. So I'm fanning out some black paint over the top of it just to give it a little tint to it. And now I'm sanding down just to blend it a little bit better because it's too vibrant and just trying to tone it down. And here's the finished project. It's really cute. You can use it in a 3-tier tray or you can just lay it anywhere you'd like on top of a shelf or anything like that. Okay, here's another quick idea. I purchased another piece of wood from Dollar Tree and this napkin I got from Home Goods. I'm going to be using Mod Podge. However, I already painted the piece of wood with white chalk paint prior to this. So now I'm going to be using the part where the B is and then there's some wording underneath it. I'm going to just cut it out and then I'm going to Mod Podge it to the front of the piece of wood. So I'm going to lightly apply some Mod Podge first and then I'm going to lay down the piece of napkin and I'm going to lightly coat it with a little bit of water just so it doesn't wrinkle as much. Now you can use this idea with anything, like if you don't have to use the specific type of wood that I'm using. I mean, you can go to Dollar Tree. They have all types of little pieces of wood you can use. You can even do vases, glasses, anything like that. So here's a quick look at it so far. Really cute. So now I'm ripping out some other pieces that's on the side of the napkin. I'm going to apply a few more to the front. It's like little pieces of flowers with some coloring in it. So I'm going to apply a few scattered across the front of it. Now I'm finishing up with the front of the flowers that I'm placing, and then I'm going to take some more and I'm going to apply it to the sides as well. Like I said, I got these napkins at Home Goods. I mean, if you're looking for napkins, definitely take a look at Home Goods. There's pretty much scattered all over, and some are like when you get ready to cash out, it's along that area, unless you want to purchase them through Amazon. But I found these there, and they had other ones that are really pretty too. And this is the finished product. Isn't it really cute? I love it. I think it's adorable. I'm going to put it in my tiered tray. Okay, another quick DIY. I got this from Dollar Tree. It had some twine and some clothespins for pictures. I took it out, used my Cricut again, and came up with a really cute saying. If you don't have a Cricut, Dollar Tree carries so many types of letters and stickers and stuff you can use. So you really don't need a Cricut if you don't have one. But because I did, it makes it much easier. This saying's so funny. How many people can relate to this? And here it is. The dishes are looking at me dirty. Again. Too cute. Okay, we're on our last DIY. I'm going to make a windmill. I got the inspiration when I was walking around Hobby Lobby. I got everything here from Dollar Tree. I'm using these little sticks that I got from Dollar Tree as well. And I did pre-paint this brown prior to this, and then I took my drill and put little holes on the side just to give it a little more support when I put those in, because it wouldn't be able to stand up on its own. And I'm using some of this fix-all glue, and I'm going to apply it first and then with a little bit of hot glue. I don't have any measurements to offer you. I pretty much just eyeball everything when I do a project. But basically, you can just judge it by how high you would like it and just take it from there. So now I was pinching the top to put it together. Now I'm going to take a little bit of hot glue. It's still kind of wobbly because the fix-all glue has not taken effect yet, and the super glue, not the super glue, the hot glue is just not strong enough for it yet. But I managed to get through it. You can also make a two-sided windmill instead of just using the two sticks that I have there. You could put more support, but I decided to go this route. I already made one before that has two sides to it, which more support is better. But this is like just a really quick and easy windmill demonstration. So now I'm hot gluing the piece of stick that I actually cut to measure in that particular area. So here I'm eyeballing the measurements, like I said, and then I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to hot glue the next piece. So this piece I kind of did it diagonal because I'm trying to make an X. So I'm continuing going up, and I believe I did 2 rows of X's, and that's about it because I didn't make it very tall because it's a small little windmill tabletop. Okay, so I'm taking some hot glue and putting the middle part of the windmill back together. Now I'm going to hot glue it to the top. So if you do try to make this project, you're probably going to want to put a little bit more something other than hot glue, like maybe super glue or Fix-All or E6000 or anything like that for a stronger hold. I just did this for demonstration with the hot glue, and this is what it looks like when it's finished. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time. Bye-bye.